Well, let's get to it, guys. You can see we got on the bench today a new product from UDIRC from our Amazon influencer program. They sent us out the brushed and the brushless version. You might see that in the back, so that'll be a separate video. We'll do them individually, and we'll at some point we'll compare them and all that good jazz, but I'm going to show you them individual for now. These are 1/16 scale. Let's see what we got here. I'm getting that part open. We got the red, white, and blue, baby. So it's 1/16 scale. This is a brushed version. It has the standard servo, the plastic innards, metal gears, metal diffs, the brushed combo deal. I don't think it has. I think it's built-in receiver with bearings and oil-filled shocks. Let's see what we got here. It's supposed to be. I saw Drones and Dogs do running this, which got me looking at them to see what we got rolling, and pretty excited. With any luck, we'll do upgrade pass and the whole nine, the whole normal rigmarole. We'll get it out on the track and on the ramps and all that good jazz. See, we got here. Looks like our controllers over here. Let's see what we got. Like a pretty decent controller. Looks like we got some warning labels. Steering trim, steering dual rate, and then you got reverse and forward for your throttle. So it's just 100% gas, looks like, on off. There's an extra channel there, probably for lights, and then a channel 3 here. Looks like we got a thumb position. It feels pretty good. It's not too light. Let's see how many batteries this thing takes. I like this. This is lots of warning labels, so you can't really screw it up. Looks like 4 AA's. We'll have to get those. And it looks like you could take this insert out and then plug in a battery. So if you have a like a lithium ion or something like that, you could use that instead. See that there? That's probably what this label is. Now, I'm not reading through it or nothing. We're just gonna wing it. And, yeah, they put the battery jack there. Yeah, anyways, on to this. So we got a little flag, that's cool. Operations manual. Anyways, let's get out of the meat and potatoes. Let's see this car. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. That's not bad. That's really not bad at all. Pretty excited about that. Let's see what we got under here. Looks like there's some more documentation. Some stickers. We got stickers. We got a charger. Not sure how many batteries this comes with. Looks like an accessory pack. Yeah, so it comes with tools, extra pins, some extra zip ties, which always come in handy, and then some extra drive shafts, which this is a huge big thing. Like, I don't know how many times. Yeah, the normal brakey parts. Look at all that. So I don't know how many times I've taken these smaller guys out, flipped them at the skate park or wherever, and then, getting the replacement parts is next to impossible. If you go to their channel page, which will be in the description, you'll see that it's nice. So there's the extra battery in there. You'll see they have all the parts, upgrade kits. If you want like the aluminum upgrade, you can use those. Looks like we got extra set of lights here too. We'll have to look into that, see what that is. Got its own separate installation, and the manual looks pretty hefty. Looks like the Americans on one side and Chinese is on the other. It's not bad. Breakdown of replacing the diffs, all that good jazz. See, look at that. That's a good breakdown. So this has got a lot of potential. Looks like it's using similar gearing than most of the guys in this class. Yeah, and it comes with your standard Deans, 7.4 It's lithium ion, and that's normal for these. It's safer to ship lithium ion than the lithium polymers, so I expect that. Now, the nice thing is we got lots of battery sponsors, so we'll be able to get some. We'll do baseline with the stock batteries. We'll actually get that on the charger, and yeah. So let's look and see what's under the hood. Give you little instructions there. Flip that to make it unlock like that. Then it slides right out, supposedly. I'm trying not to break it. Oh yeah, it just got to finagle a little bit. That's nice. That's going to come in handy. Looks like we got cockpit guys in there, got drivers. So this is kind of cool that way. This is somewhat familiar style. We've seen in some other buggies, so you know that it's a tried and true chassis design. And for the price, it's really good. I think the brush ones start around 100 or under 100, and the other ones are about 2. I can't get into the prices too much because of the influencer program, so link will be in the description to see the most current sales that they got on them. I like that it's all hex hardware. Again, it comes with the battery, and it looks like it's like your standard 1060 style. 60 amp ESC with a little 390 brushed. It might be a 35 amp. I'll have to double check on that. Actually, let's do that while we're sitting here. So, with any luck, we'll get this out for a rip tonight, and then we'll get that going. So, and that's these. Even shows you how to take that off, how to take the frame off. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Does it give you specs somewhere? Doesn't say what wattage it is. Oh, 35 amps. 35 amp ESC. So that's cool. Very cool. Reminds me of a Spectrum a little bit. Anyways, so let me clean all this up. We'll get the battery on the charger. And with any luck, this will be running pretty quick. Actually, let's see. Let me get some batteries for the controller, and we'll see if we can get a test pump in. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. We got some batteries in this guy. We'll get a quick test pump. Let's see, I got the lights in on there. I'll show you what we got. I had to put it on there. I wanted to see what it looked like. So, but you see, I'm pretty impressed with this overall. See, it's the standard. You guys have seen that style of front ends before. MJX, I think, does one like that. WL has a version like that. Very solid construction, very solid chassis design. Again, this is the brushed 2-in-1 35 amp ESC with a 390. There's extra padding in on the battery, so you can get those longer LiPos in there. You're not forced to use the shorties, which always drove me crazy in some of these smaller guys. You see, I did run the wire through the center. They do say to run it on the side according to the instructions, but I like it through there. The drive shaft is completely covered, so you can give this to a little one and not worry about them doing too much damage to themselves. Everything's plastic, but the plastics feel really nice. I'm very impressed with it. Overall, the plastics are real nice. So yeah, we'll get this out as soon as we can. This video is just the unbox, and we'll do a proper run video. Maybe we'll get out tonight, see how fast it goes, but we got to get these batteries charged before I run them dead. We'll do a stock battery, and maybe we'll get one of our sponsors' batteries in there with it, and we'll see how much more juice we get. Again, they come with 2 lithium ions, and again, the link will be in the description below. So check them out. I'll put links for both the brushless and the brushed. This is the 1611, and then the 1605S, I think it is the brushless version. So, but my buddy over at 110 Scale said not to worry too much about the plastic dog bones. He said they did really well. So it looks like they're CVDs, but they're all plastic. I'm not sure if the brushless comes that way. I know they have upgrades. They have aluminum upgrades. They got extenders. They got all kinds of stuff on their page. So they really do support this car. It's not like a lot of those where you get the car and then you can't get parts. There's a lot of companies out there that do that to you, where you're waiting 2-3 months for parts, and these guys got them on Amazon, so it's the next day. And there is a wheelie bar, so I expect to see some wheelies. Let me show you when it turns on. It gives a little flash. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention, there's labeling on everything, and you don't see that other than American companies in general. I used to do FIPS and safety compliance for larger corporations, and all these labels and stuff I'm very familiar with, but you don't get those normally on these new companies, and normally they're not. So anyways, let me turn this guy on. And you see if they'll flash until the servo gets it, or until the controller gets there. So yeah, come on back and see me a little later in the week, and we'll get an unbox of the brushless, and we'll get this out for a run tonight, and we'll see how she does. Again, I've got only rave reviews from both Drones and Dogs and 1/10 Scale Performance. Those are the two guys I've seen that have these cars so far. So yeah, big shout out to them, and make sure you go check the links below if you're interested. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.
Stay tuned for more, just getting started. Every guy you'll feel worried, everything you feel the right place. Right this way, you know you try. Going some nuts, a little tater by the I did great, we're on your side. Don't like say that I was right, really like to play. Right place was Kansas 7, winning mile on get members. Right place, sucker, had to be Spanish 10.